just say, vite comme un bienvenu, welcome. In cabaret, en cabaret, tout cabaret. Mesdames et messieurs, ladies, gentlemen, guten Abend, bonsoir, good evening. Wie geht's? Comment ça va? Do you feel good? Ich bin Herr Conférencier, je suis votre Vampire. I am your host. Und sagen willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. In cabaret, au cabaret, au cabaret. Troubles outside. So life is disappointing. Get it? Here, life is beautiful. The girls are beautiful. Even the orchestra. Each and every one a virgin. You don't believe me? But do not take my word for it. Go ahead. Ask her. Outside it is winter, but in here it is so hot. Woo! Each and every night we have a battle with the girls to keep them taking off all their clothing. So don't go away. Who knows, tonight we may lose the battle.
Wir sagen willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. In Cabaret, au Cabaret, tout Cabaret.
Occupied?
Oh,
It is permitted?
please.
American.
I might as well wear a sign. Yankee Doodle.
German. Berlin. Ernst Ludwig.
Clifford Bradshaw, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Are we slowing down for the German border?
Yeah.
You've taken this trip before.
Many, many times. Are you a tourist?
Oh, no. Well, not exactly. I'm a writer, and I give English lessons. Oh, would you care for a cigarette? Herr Ludwig?
Yeah.
A cigarette?
Danke, nein.
Deutsche Grenzcontroller. Deutsche Grenzcontroller. Ihre Passe bitte.
Welcome to Germany, Mr. Bradshaw. Yours?
Yes.
Hierin, Passe bitte. Sie waren geschäftlich in Paris?
Nein, auf einer Urlaubsreise.
Öffnen Sie Ihren Koffer.
Haben Sie noch diese, ein Koffer?
Ja, das ist alles.
I hope you will enjoy your stay in Germany and the most happy New Year. Deutsche Grenzcontroller. So, what's in the briefcase?
Baubles from Paris. Perfume, silk stockings. But Morrison is permitted, you understand.
I suppose I've done a little smuggling myself.
You are most understanding. I thank you very much. And I would like to see to it that Berlin will open its arms to you. We begin tonight, New Year's Eve. It's a Kit Kat Club. It's the hottest spot in all Berlin. Telephones on every table. Girls call you, boys call you, you call them. Instant connections.
Well, thank you. But I've still got to find a room. So.
You have no room? This is no problem. I know the finest residence in all Berlin. Just tell Fräulein Schneider that Ernst Ludwig has recommended you.
Well, I can't afford the finest residence in Berlin. I need something inexpensive.
This is inexpensive, very inexpensive.
I don't care how awful it is as long as it's cheap.
But it is awful. You will love it.
Fräulein Schneider?
You see? You have a new friend, Ernst Ludwig. You have a place to live. And you have perhaps your first English pupil. Yeah. So welcome to Berlin, my friend. Welcome to Berlin.
Welcome to Berlin. We come out bienvenue, welcome. Hunter, étranger, stranger. Glücklich zu sehen, je suis enchanté. Happy to see you, bleibe, resta, stay.
You see, Herr Bradshaw, all comforts, and with breakfast only 100 marks.
It's very nice, Fräulein Schneider. In fact, it's too nice. You don't have anything less expensive?
But for a friend of Herr Ludwig.
No, I have very, very little money.
But you will give English lessons. Many pupils will come. They will pay you, and you will pay me, yeah?
50 marks. It's my absolute limit.
Oh, unacceptable.
Oh, please, if you have anything else, I don't care how small or how far from the bathroom.
But for a professor, this is more suitable.
But I'm not a professor. Think of me as a starving author. What have you got for a starving author?
An author, a poet. You have that look.
A novelist.
You will be most famous, there is no doubt. This is your room. Over here is for your clothing, and look, there's even a table for writing. Come, sit. Novelist. Just like in the early days, when in all of my rooms, persons of real quality.
But I can still only pay 50 marks. So.
But this room is worth 100 marks, more than 100 marks. Of 50. You say 50 marks, I say 100 marks. A difference of 50 marks. Why should that stand in our way? As long as the room's to let, the 50 that I get is 50 more than I had yesterday, yeah? When you're as old as I, as anyone is old as I, what difference does it make? An offer comes, you take. The sun will rise, the moon will set, and you learn how to settle for what you get. It'll all go on if we're here or not, so who cares, so what? So who cares, so what? floors, and I wash down the walls, and I empty the chain pot. If it ended that way, then it ended that way, and I shrug and I say, so what? For the sun will rise and the moon will set, and you learn how to settle for what you get. It'll all go on if you're here or not, so who cares, so what? So who cares, so what? When I had a man, my figure was boyish and flat. So what? Through all of our years, he was so disappointed and sad. So what? Now I have what he missed, and my bosom is full, but he lies in a churchyard lot. If it wasn't to be that he ever would see the abundance of me, so what? But the sun will rise, the moon will set, and you learn how to settle for what you get. It'll all go on if you're here or not, so who cares, so what? So who cares, so what? So once I was rich, and now my fortune is gone, so what? When love disappears and only the memory lives on, so what? If I've lived through all that, and I've lived through all that, 50 marks doesn't mean a lot. If I like that you're here, and I like that you're here, Happy New Year, my dear, so what? For the sun will rise, the moon will set, and you learn how to settle for what you get. It'll all go on if you're here or not, so who cares, so what? So who cares, so what? It all goes on, so who cares, so what? The telephone is in the hall, and I will bring towels. Come in.
There's no hot water in the bathroom the second time this week.
If you will excuse me, Herr Bradshaw.
Oh, so you finally rented this room.
This is Herr Clifford Bradshaw, world-famous American novelist.
Nice to meet you.
Fräulein Coates across the hall. Please feel free at any time.
Schutzi!
He's my nephew. He's visiting me from Hamburg.
Come, we talk outside. We are disturbing Herr Bradshaw. And bring your nephew with you from Hamburg. My apologies, Herr Bradshaw. I guarantee she will not bother you again.
Bother me?
What is it now?
Fräulein Schneider, it is 11 o'clock.
Oh, Herr Schultz, 11 o'clock already. Well, I was just showing Herr Bradshaw his room. Herr Bradshaw, Herr Schultz, who also lives here.
Nice to meet you.
You are an American?
Yes.
I have a cousin in Buffalo, Felix Tannenbaum. It is possible you know him? He has a wife, Bertha.
I hardly ever get to Buffalo.
Herr Schultz is proprietor of the finest fruit market in the Nollendorf Platz.
Italian oranges, delicious.
I will dress now. Herr Schultz has been kind enough to invite me to join him for a glass of schnapps for the new year.
And a little fruit.
And why not? Otherwise, I am in bed with a hot water bottle.
Perhaps Herr Bradshaw?
Oh, no.
Another time. I want to wish you much mazel in the new year.
Mazel?
Jewish. It means luck.
Oh, well, thank you, and the same to you.
I come for you in 10 minutes, Fräulein. Mit the Schnaps.
On the fruit. And now, Herr Bradshaw, anything you require, knock on my door, day or night. Oh, also, welcome to Berlin.
Welcome to Berlin. World famous novelist. Open the Remington.
Hello. Hello.
This is what you came here for anyway, isn't it?
Sitting on a roof like that, you happen to catch my eye. Would you like to buy a cup of
Welcome to Berlin, world-famous novelist.
Yeah, you would. Come on over.
Present a most talented young lady from England. She is so talented, so Only last night I was asking her, I want you for my wife. And she said, your wife? What would she want with me? I give you, and don't forget to bring her back when you finish with her, the toast of Mayfair, Fräulein Sally
Mama thinks I'm living in a convent, a secluded little convent in the southern part of France. Mama doesn't even have an inkling that I'm working in a nightclub in a pair of lacy pants. So please, sir, if you run into my mama, don't reveal my indiscretion. Give a working girl a chance. Hush up, don't tell mama, shush up. Don't tell mama, whatever you do. If you had a secret you'd bet I could keep it, I would never tell you. I'm breaking every promise that I gave her. So won't you kindly do a girl a great big favor and please, my sweet potato, keep this from the later. So my dance is not against the line. You can tell my papa that's alright, 'cause he comes in here every night. But don't tell mama what you saw. Just leave well enough alone. Hush up, don't tell mama, shush up. Don't tell mama, don't tell mama, whatever you do. If you had a secret you'd bet I could keep it, I would never tell on you. You wouldn't want to get me in a pickle and have her go and cut me off without a nickel. So let's trust one another. Keep this from my mother, though I'm still as pure as mountain snow. Tell my uncle here and now, 'cause he's my agent anyhow. But don't tell mama what you know. You can tell my grandma suits me fine. Just yesterday she joined the line. But don't tell mama what you
Absolutely.
Well, you're an American, but you speak English beautifully. I'm at table 9. Will you just keep talking? You can't imagine how starved I've been.
Okay. Somewhere in this favorite land, the sun was shining bright. The band was playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts were light. And somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere people shout. There is no joy in London, Lightning Casey is struck out.
Oh, yes, don't stop, please.
That's all there is. My name is Clifford Bradshaw. I'm from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Have you never heard of it?
Such a beautiful language. I know loads.
Yes.
Well, let me buy you a drink. So, bring up right at this time.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is almost midnight! Husbands, you have only 10 seconds if it's to lose your wives. 5, 4, 3, 2, Happy New Somewhere in this favorite land, the sun is shining bright.
Happy New Year! Now, why did you say you were English?
It was a whim. But you never had a whim before?
Oh, constantly. I used to love pretending I was someone else, someone quite mysterious and fascinating. Until one day I grew up and realized I was mysterious and fascinating. Sally Gold. Are you new in Berlin?
Yes, I've only been here for 3 hours.
3 hours? And how long are you planning to stay?
I'm working on a novel. I'll stay till it's finished.
You're a writer, but I know your books.
It's highly unlikely. Anyway, it's just books, singular.
Was it a huge success?
They said it should promise.
Promise?
But anyway, let's talk about Sally Bowles. What part of England are you from? London? Stonehenge?
You mustn't ever ask me questions. If I want to tell you anything, I will. Now, why did you come to Berlin to do your novel?
Well, I'd already tried London, Rome, Venice.
Just looking for a place to write.
Something to write about.
Then where are you staying?
And you, where do you live? Over the club?
We could sneak upstairs, possibly later on if you like.
Sneak?
Oh, Max, you're so terribly jealous.
Max, your husband?
Oh, no, this is the man I'm living with. This I say, am I shocking you, don't you, Max?
I say, trying to shock me.
Trying to shock you, quite right, you know. Well, now tell us, is there truly a place called Mudville?
Absolutely, it's in New Jersey. Jersey.
Table number 3.
Hello?
Happy New Year!
Thank you, and the same to you.
My name is Bobby. I'm at table number 4. Hello! I was introduced to you in London at the Nightingale Bar.
The Nightingale Bar?
You were there, correct?
Correct, yeah.
I knew it! I'm fabulous with faces! I know. Would you care to dance?
Oh, no, not right now.
But everyone dances together here.
Not right now, but thanks anyway.
Oh, you Americans are so inhibited. But this is Berlin. So why don't you just relax? Take off your corset. Be yourself.
Hello.
Hello. Sitting all alone like that, you happen to catch my eye. Would you like to buy a girl a drink?
Sorry.
Goodbye.
Hello.
Hello. Table 4 is coming, table 9, now are you mister?
Don't come by.
Sitting all alone like that, you happen to catch my eye. Would you like to give the girl a dance? Goodbye.
Helping Max really good. We can see you, can you see us? Would you like to have a dance? The minute that the music cuts, maybe we can talk it over, yeah?
Yeah, of course. Why not?
You know what is the trouble with English? It is not like German. It is not an exact language, or one must memorize 50,000 words, or one cannot speak it correctly.
Oh, either one must memorize, or one cannot speak.
Aha, either or. The time is now finished.
I'm in no hurry.
But the lesson is 1 hour, yeah? Another pupil is waiting.
What other pupil?
No other pupil? Then I make a suggestion. I will telephone a lady friend. She will bring a friend for you. Elsa, a genuine flatter.
No, not tonight, Ernst.
Ah, but you have not seen this Elsa. Hot stuff, believe me. In 1 minute, I guarantee you are making a pass after her.
Pass at her.
Aha, a pass at her.
Well, see, the only trouble is I've already got a date tonight.
The typewriter? Yeah. But what can one do with a typewriter?
Not very much lately.
Then come with me. We make a large whoopee.
Well, I've got a budget, and it only allows for a very small whoopee, unfortunately.
Then you are my guest. I will show you the real Berlin. So come, be acquainted with one another.
As soon as I can afford it.
It's most difficult, you know, adjusting to the idea of a poor American. But I tell you a secret. There is no need for this poverty, yeah? If you are willing, I show you an excellent way to supplement your income.
Doing what?
Oh, by taking very brief trips to Paris, perhaps a few days each time, nothing more. But it will pay you well, extremely well.
Oh, come in.
Herr Braschow, there is a young lady to see you. A young lady in a fur coat.
A young lady?
Fräulein Bowles.
Bowles? Ooh, ask her to come in.
You know Fräulein Bowles? From London, perhaps?
No, from the Kit Kat Club last night.
Last night? You're some snappy operator.
Ernst, darling! Cliff. Now will you be a dear and get my bag? Oh, Fräulein Schneider, it's lovely, all these beautiful old pieces. Oh, just put it anywhere. I'll unpack later.
Unpack? But Herr Bradshaw did not mention...
I'll just be here temporarily.
No, I'm sorry, this is not possible.
How much are you paying?
50 marks.
60 marks.
It is not the money.
70.
No, I cannot permit.
80.
This room is worth 100 marks. More than 100 marks.
80.
85. And now, make yourself cozy, Frau Bradshaw.
Such a to-do. If I see you Friday for the next lesson, then I tell you something. I think I'm taking from you. It's the wrong kind of lesson.
Sally, what the hell is going on here?
Oh, would you guess I was terrified?
Were you?
Oh, what if you'd thrown me out? Can you imagine how that would feel, being thrown out twice in one day?
You mean Max?
Oh, dear Max. And you know whose fault it was, don't you? If you hadn't come to the Kit Kat Club and been so dreadfully attractive and recited poetry.
About your staying
You know
here?
what I love? A spot of gin.
Gin?
You've got some, don't you? I mean, I think one must.
No, I don't have any gin.
Oh, well, prairie oysters then.
Prairie oysters?
Oh, I practically live on them. It's just a raw egg whooshed around in some Worcestershire sauce. It's heaven for a hangover.
But I haven't got a hangover. You know, that is quite a coat.
It should be. It cost me all I had. Little did I realize how soon I'd be unemployed.
What about your job at the club?
Well, that's rather complicated. You see, one of the owners of the club...
Oh, dear Max.
Oh, you're divinely intuitive. I do hope I'm not going to fall madly in love with you. Are you in the theater in any way? Well, then you're safe, more or less. Though I do believe a woman cannot be a truly great actress until she's had several passionate affairs and had her heart broken. I should have let Ernst pay my cab fare. He has all that money from Paris.
From Paris?
Oh, he smuggles it in for some political party.
Oh, wait, Ernst is in politics?
You didn't know?
No.
He goes to Paris about once a month and brings back pots of money.
He has to smuggle it in then?
Oh, it's very dangerous. But Ernst is so resourceful. He's discovered the customs people almost never open the bags of non-Germans. So, just before the border, he finds some innocent-looking Englishman or American.
It's hard to imagine an American being that gullible.
Hosenbeinbruch. It means neck and leg break. It's supposed to stop it from happening, though I doubt it does.
Sally, I think it's about time that we...
Drink.
This is amazing. This tastes just like peppermint.
Oh, well, that's your toothbrush glass. I suppose I should have rinsed it.
Sally, I think it's about...
This is your novel, but it's in German. Mein Kampf?
No. That's not my novel. I thought I should know something about German politics.
But why? You're an American. You know, I've never known a novelist. Will I be allowed to watch you work? I promise to be incredibly quiet.
I don't think that I can work with someone else on the premises.
Well, I'll go out while you're writing. Take long, invigorating walks.
In the middle of the night? And there's another thing. It's not that I'm a prude.
Are you a homosexual in any way? Bobby thinks you are.
Bobby?
Well, one of the boys in the club. He claims to have met you in London at the Nightingale Bar.
Yeah, it's possible.
Oh, it is! How fascinating! And did you and Bobby have an affair?
Did he say that?
He implied it.
Well, the fact is, Bobby's not my type. I say, am I shocking you talking like this?
No, not a bit. But is it true? You're not just saying it, hoping I'm going to grab my bags and run screaming into the night.
Well, that thought had occurred to me. But yes, it's all true. However, it's not something you necessarily go around advertising.
I guess not. And isn't that sad? Because I think people are people. I really do, Cliff, don't you? I don't think they should be made to apologize for anything they do. For example, if I should paint my fingernails green, and it happens I do paint them green, well, if someone should ask me why, I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty, I reply. So if someone should ask about you and me one day, you have two alternatives. You can either say, yes, it's true, we're living in delicious sin. Or you can simply tell the truth and say, I met this perfectly marvelous girl in this perfectly beautiful place as we lifted a glass to the start of a marvelous year. Before you knew it, she called on the phone, invite. Next moment, I was no
really just don't think it would work out. You're much too distracting.
Distracting? No, inspiring. She tells me perfectly fabulous tales of her thrillingly scandalous life, which I'll probably use as a chapter or two in my book. And since my stay in Berlin was to force creation, what luck to found a fabulous source of stimulation. Perfectly marvelous too is her perfect agreement to be just as still as a mouse as I'm giving my novel a whirl. Yes, I've a highly agreeable life in my perfectly beautiful room with my nearly invisible, perfectly marvelous girl. So quite seriously, Cliff, please may I stay?
I really just can't afford
Only
it.
for a day or two, please.
I met this truly remarkable girl in this really incredible town, and she skillfully managed to talk her way into my room. I have a terrible feeling I've said a dumb thing. Besides, I've only got one narrow bed.
Think of something.
And now this wild, unpredictable girl.
And this perfectly beautiful man will be living together and having a marvelous
So you see, everyone in Berlin has a perfectly marvelous roommate. Some people have two people. Fiddly diddly dee. Fiddly diddly dee. Fiddly diddly dee. Two ladies. Fiddly diddly dee. Two ladies. Fiddly diddly dee. Und dann sie und niemand, ja. Fiddly diddly dee. I like it. Fiddly diddly dee. They like it. Fiddly diddly dee. Just to fall fun. Fiddly diddly dee. Two ladies. Fiddly diddly dee. Two ladies. Fiddly diddly dee. Tis the only man. Ja. Fiddly diddly dee. They like it. Fiddly diddly dee. They like it. Fiddly diddly dee. Just to fall fun.
I do the cooking.
And I make the bed. I go out daily to an daily bread, but with one thing in common. She and me.
Zaki.
Billy D. Zaki. Billy D. Zaki.
I love you.
Oh, this is These kids partners, they need to play as we please. Twosies, beats, onesies, yeah, but nothing these three. Deep in the middle,
I'm left.
and I'm right. But there's room on the bottom if you drop in some night. Billy-diddy-day, two ladies, billy-diddy-day, two ladies, billy-diddy-day, monkeys the only billy-diddy-day. I like it, billy-diddy-day, they like it, billy-diddy-day. day, sister for one.
That sailor out of my house.
That sailor, dear lady, is my brother.
Out. Out. Out.
I don't dare you. You think it's easy to find a sailor? This is only my second one since New Year's. And what is it now? April.
You're second. You're second. You think I do not know what goes on here? Sailors all the time. In, out, in, out. God only knows what the neighbors think I have going on here. Ah, battleship? Fräulein Coast, I give you warning. One sailor more, I call the police.
And if I cannot pay the rent?
The rent is due each Friday like always.
No sailors, no rent. I move.
Move, move. And what am I supposed to do with your room? Out of the blue, she says, I move. Is that gratitude for you? Only last week I gave you another new mattress.
All right. I will move at the end of the week, if you insist.
I insist, you insist.
And what about the sailors?
The sailors. Fräulein Coast, if you wish to continue living here, you must not let me catch you bringing in any more sailors. Do you understand?
Very well. So, it is the same as always.
It is not the same as always. Fräulein Coast, do you hear me? Fräulein Coast, I have put my foot down. Fräulein Coast. Fräulein Coast.
Fräulein Schneider.
Oh,
Good evening.
Herr Schultz, such a surprise.
You are occupied.
No, free as a bird. But, oh, excuse my appearance.
But it is most becoming.
Thank you.
I have brought you a little something from my shop.
Another little something?
It might compliment.
Oh, so heavy. But what could it be? Pears? Oh, no, last Wednesday was pears. Oh, such pears. Oh, apples possibly. Oh, the Friday was apples.
Friday was apples.
Then I cannot guess.
Then open.
Oh, Herr Schultz. Can I believe what I see? Oh, no, it is too much to accept. So rare, so costly, so luxurious. If you brought me diamonds, if you brought me pearls, if you brought me roses like some other gentlemen bring to other girls, it wouldn't please me more than the gift I see, a pineapple for me.
If in your emotion you began to sway, went to get some air or grabbed a chair to keep from fainting dead away, it couldn't please me more than to see you cling to the pineapple I bring.
I can hear Hawaiian breezes blow.
It's from California.
Even so, how am I to say no?
Kindly let it pass.
Would you like a slice?
That might be nice, but frankly, it would give me gas.
Then we shall leave it here, not to eat, but see.
A pineapple
For me.
from me.
But you must not bring me any more pineapples, do you hear? It's not proper. It's a gift a young man might present to his lady love, but it makes me blush.
But there is no one in all Berlin who is more deserving. If I could, fill your entire room with pineapples. A pineapple for you.
Romeo. But I think I will go lie down for a few minutes. My head is spinning.
Good evening, Fräulein Schneider.
Good evening, Herr Schultz. I am overwhelmed.
Good evening, Herr Schultz.
Fräulein Kost, good evening. I was looking for I dropped something. A small coin. A groschen. It rolled this way.
You're looking for a groschen? I'm looking for 2 marks.
It's not the novel. I'm writing to my mother thanking her for the check.
It's finally arrived.
Yes, she said she's knitting you a sweater.
You're joking.
I have begun knitting a sweater for your friend Sally.
You sent her my measurements.
No, the way she knits, trust me, it doesn't matter. Oh, she also says,
Tell Sally to lay off the gin.
Where? She does not.
Listen to this, though.
We are all very excited for you to finish your novel.
What a liar I am.
Oh, poor Cliff, if I weren't always dragging you after party after party.
Oh, but I like those parties. The truth is, I like this whole city. It's so tacky and terrible, and everyone's having such a great time. If this were a movie, you know what would happen? A volcano would erupt, or there'd be a tidal wave or something.
Maybe you should write for the cinema.
As soon as I finish the novel. As soon as I start the novel.
Well, there must be something to write about.
Sally Bold.
Of course. I told you I'd inspire you. The affairs of Sally. But you must make me ravishing and sublimely seductive, so no man can resist me. Not even a very strange, rather handsome young American who allows me to share his room and his bed and falls desperately in love with me. This is fiction, a guaranteed bestseller.
Now all I have to do is write it.
Poor Cliff, I'm afraid I am rather distracting.
Oh, you're right, Sally. Who could possibly get any writing done with you around? I didn't mean for
But
you to
it's
actually...
time, Cliff. I've never stayed so long with anyone.
What, you got a better offer?
Oh, dozens. One must stay mobile, you know. I'm sure you've offers too.
Oh, dozens. Yeah, a couple. None.
Not even that persistent Gottfried, what's his name?
Von Schwarzenbaum?
Von Schwarzenbaum. He phoned 3 times yesterday.
And I don't get it. In America, if you tell someone you don't like them, you don't want to talk to them. In fact, you wish they'd go the hell away. Usually they take the hint, but in Europe...
Why did you give him your number?
I must have been drunk.
Well, whatever. You captivated him. I wish I could have been at that party, a fly on the wall.
It really wasn't that exciting, believe me.
Well, it seems to have been exciting for Gottfried von Schwarzenbaum.
Hey, don't go.
What?
Don't go.
Are you serious? One must stay mobile, mustn't one?
The hell with it.
What's come over you?
Maybe I like you here. I need you here. I need your hairpins on the rough. Why should I wake up? This dream's going so well. When you're enchanted, why break the spell? Drifting in this euphoric state. Morning can wait, let it come late. Why should I wake up? Why waste a drop of the wine? Don't I adore you and aren't you mine? Maybe I'll someday be lonely again, but why should I wake up till then? Drifting in this euphoric state. Morning can wait, let it come late. Why should I wake up? Why waste a drop of wine? Don't I adore you and aren't you mine? Maybe I'll someday be lonely again. But why should I wake up? Why should I wake up till then?
Do you truly mean this, Cliff? Or is this some sort of joke we're going to laugh ourselves sick about later on?
Well, if it's a joke, it's on me, I guess, because, well, the words just keep coming out all on their own, and I seem to mean it. Maybe more than I've ever meant anything. The truth is, I can't imagine this crummy room without you.
It is a crummy room, no question.
Who could possibly live here? So, now do you want to tell me what's wrong?
Nothing. Not a thing. I'm pregnant.
Are you sure? What are we going to do?
What am I going to do? The usual thing, I guess.
What, you've done it before?
Thousands of times.
Don't you think maybe you should discuss this with the father?
Why?
To help pay the doctor, for one thing.
I do so hate it, Cliff. That awful doctor.
Well, then maybe...
But anyway, who's the father? Could be anyone.
It could be me, Sally.
True.
And if it's me...
We'll never know, will we?
We could.
Oh, yes, 9 months of being sick every morning, and then the happy day. And whom does it resemble? Max. A horrid little German infant with a mustache ordering us about.
Yeah, I'd take the chance.
Or perhaps an Oriental I seem to recall, or the taciturn Malaysian.
Sally, do me a favor. Just shut up. Can we be serious for a minute?
I doubt it, Cliff.
This could be the best thing that has ever happened to us.
I doubt it, Cliff.
Because you know what? We're drifting. Okay? We have no focus to our lives. Sally, a baby could change all that. I know it would for me. I'd get a job. I'd have to. Stay home at nights, write the novel, wash the diapers, the whole bit. Sally, I would make a terrific father. I love children.
This is totally crazy.
I know. That's why I thought you might go for it. Look, please, just do me a favor and just think about it before you see any doctor.
This would never work out.
It could.
Clifford, Sally. Oh, I do not wish to intrude.
No.
Would you like some gin?
Oh, only if you'll join with me.
Well, maybe just this once.
What's on your mind?
You remember I mentioned the possibility of an occasional trip to Paris. I think if you are still interested in the next few days.
What would I have to do?
It is so very simple. You go to an address I will give you, you pick up a small briefcase and you bring it back to Berlin. And I will pay you 75 marks.
75 marks?
And I promise you are giving help to a very good cause.
Yeah, whatever it is, don't tell me. I don't want to know.
As you wish.
Is tomorrow okay?
Tomorrow, but we are all going to a party.
I think I'm going to skip it.
But why, Clifford?
Let's just say I'm turning over a new leaf.
Turning over a new tree.
And you, Sally, are you turning over as well?
Who knows? Cliff and I might just turn out to be the two most utterly boring people you've ever met.
But you will go to Paris.
Absolutely. Anything for a buck. Prost.
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 One way to make money. My father needs money, my uncle needs money, my mother, she's in misery. But me, I'm sitting pretty. I've got all the money I need. My dearest friend Fritzy is out with his wits. He has 6 starving children to feed. But me, I'm sitting pretty. I've got all the money I need.
To what?
I know my children as American express is hysterical, like a prison, I'm in the pond, mother's women, and my children in my brother, the hog, that's it. But I've got some talent, which means that my talent, so with my bank, that's me. I'm sitting pretty, I've got all the money I need. Money makes the bells go on, the bells go on, the bells go on.
Money makes the bell go round.
It makes the world go on. A marca and a buck or a pound, a mark and a pound, a buck or a pound.
It's all that makes the bell go round. That clinking, clanking sound.
Can make the world go on. Money, 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 money. If you happen to be rich and you feel like a night's entertainment, you can pay for a gate ticket.
Money,
If
money,
you happen
money,
to be
money.
rich on the road and you need a companion to bring.
Ting-a-ling.
If you happen to be rich and you find that you're left by your lover doing more than you've grown quite a lot, you can take it la voglio condizione io.
What?
Money makes the world go around, serpents go around, serpents go around. Money makes the world go around, of that we can be sure of being poor. Money, 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 money.
If you haven't any cold,
If you haven't any cold in your soul, then you freeze in the winter and you curse in the wind at your face. If you haven't any shoes on your feet and your clothes in your paper and your books, then you found in the dirt when you go to get a letter. You don't have to eat the dirt, you will have to eat the dirt, you will not get a more.
At the window.
Who's there?
Hunger.
Ooh, hunger.
See, I don't like out the door. Poor money makes the world
Go round,
suffer,
go round,
suffer.
go round.
Money makes the world go round. The clinking, clanking sound of money, 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 get a little money, money, get a little money, 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 get a little money, 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 get a little, 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 makes the world go round. You wonder where I get my money? I have something to say. Loud! For all shapes, all sizes, meet Olga, my Russian Rubel. These Rubels will never collapse. And now meet Sushi, my Japanese yen. I have 1 yen. I have 2 yen. Do you have a yen? Voila, my French franc. Now, my American bucks. And now, Brunhilde, my German mark. You can't keep that girl down.
come back again soon, at any time, and bring your friends. Oh, Fräulein Schneider. A busy evening, no? I see we are, after all, sisters under the skin.
Fräulein Kost,
Yes.
this fine lady is not your sister. This fine lady has honored me by consenting to give me her hand in marriage.
Marriage?
Yeah, we marry in 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
So, a little respect for the future Frau Schultz, if you please.
Ja, Frau Schultz.
Thank you, Herr Schultz. You were supreme.
But what else could I do?
Oh, such a magnificent life to preserve my reputation.
But why did I say 3 weeks? Why not 3 months? 3 years? This way she will find out the truth so quickly. Unless... Unless what?
You said unless.
Oh, but it is foolish. I mean, who would have me? An elderly widower, bald-headed, in Artburn, and a little fruit.
Am I such a bargain then? And a beautiful spinster with a few rooms to let, poorly furnished.
I work 16 hours a day.
I do my own scrubbing.
My right leg, it bothers me.
I have such palpitations.
I am not a well man.
Am I a well woman?
But what are we talking about? We're alive. And what good is that to us? Alone. So, if you would even consider marriage.
I will consider it.
But take your time, no hurry, by all means.
Well, we should discuss it. We mustn't marry merely to humiliate Fräulein Kost.
I assure you, Fräulein Schneider, that is not the case.
But let us be honest. If she had not seen us, you would not have proposed today.
Then, tomorrow.
You mean this?
It was in my mind.
Oh, it is all so impulsive.
You hesitate because you never have been married. It frightens you. But believe me, it can work wonders. How the world can change. It can change like that due to one little word. Married. See a palace rise from a two-room flat due to one little word. Married. And the old despair that was often there suddenly pushes away. For you think one day, look around and say, somebody wonderful married me.
But don't you think it would be better for us to simply go on as before?
No.
So the world can change. It can change like that due to one little word.
Married.
Can a palace rise from a total flat due to one little word?
Married.
And the old despair that was often there suddenly ceases to be.
For you may one day look around and say, somebody wonderful,
Somebody wonderful
married me. Fräulein Sally, good news. Fräulein Schneider and I are to be married.
Oh, how wonderful! When?
That is not yet decided.
Then you're engaged.
Engaged?
Engaged.
Will there be a party?
This is appropriate.
Very appropriate, usually.
But who will come? How many people do we know?
Our friends, acquaintances.
Us three.
I'll do the inviting. I know lots of people.
We will have music, dancing.
Oh, but the party here would disturb my guests.
Then at my shop.
Oh, but it is foolish, a waste of money.
Have you ever had an engagement party?
Of course not.
Well, neither have I. So I ask you, what are we waiting for? It's time.
No, but I'll be happy to get rid of this. Is ours here yet?
Oh, not yet. Come see the lovely engagement present we're giving Fraulein Schneider and her shoes.
Herr Clifford, you're back.
Yes. Oh, Fräulein. Oh, may I? Congratulations.
Now here's your present, but be careful.
Oh, Herr Schultz, look, crystal.
Cut crystal. Beautiful fruit.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. And I will keep it filled. So long as we live, this bowl will not ever be empty.
Oh. Fräulein Schneider, I am welcome.
Oh, Fräulein Post, forgive me. I did not invite you because I know you work evenings.
Tonight I am free.
I should live so long.
My cousin?
From Hamburg.
My cousin. Otto?
Rudy?
It is Fräulein Schneider's party. If you must dance, dance with her.
No.
Dance with her, Otto.
Rudy, it is my pleasure, Fräulein.
Oh, but I do not. You are so young, and it is absolutely out of the question. Unthinkable. Absolutely.
Sally, you have to bring.
Yes, bottles from Paris, perfume, and silk stocking.
I guarantee it is a very good cause, and so, for you.
Thank you. 75 marks is a gift from heaven.
And now, I must find Fräulein Schneider, so if you excuse me.
Of course.
Dance with me?
Do I have to?
Fräulein Schneider, I wish you happiness. I am sorry to be late, but serve as a meeting, a very important meeting.
Oh, one does what one must.
Now, I should like to meet the groom-to-be.
Herr Schultz, but believe me, he is having a schnapps with everyone. So you will forgive if he is a little, well, you understand. Oh, Harry, you're here.
Good evening, good evening. You must have a drink with me. Who is it?
Herr Ludwig, an old friend.
Good evening, Herr Ludwig. You are most welcome. Will you join me in the schnapps? Then eat. There is so much food and so many pretty girls. I will introduce you to them. Only I do not know their names. So you will introduce yourself. Jean, would you like another schnapps?
Oh, you have not given us the first one yet.
No?
Let's see you it.
Danke.
Nothing for me.
You have had enough.
You hear? You hear? Not even married yet. And already she is in charge. And I find it pleasant. Finally, someone cares if I am foolish.
Many, many happy years to an outstanding couple.
Ah, beautiful that thing.
Of course.
Oh, no,
Godfrey punched you all involved. Don't tell me about it.
Yes, I've forgotten him.
Hey, Ludwig, remember me? Fräulein Host. You must dance with me, come.
My pleasure, Fräulein. Clifford, bitte, will you watch my coat and briefcase? Thank you. I'm sorry, but you did not wish to know my politics.
What, so this is the good cause?
Our party will be the builders of New Germany.
Yes, I've been reading your leader's book.
With enough politics. What does it matter? We are friends, close friends, buddies. What a delightful party. Herr Schultz is the most generous host, yeah?
He should be. He could afford 10 times as much. They have all the money. The Jews.
Herr Schultz?
Yeah.
I think I have changed my mind. You'll excuse me?
It is my pleasure.
Fräulein Stein, I must speak with Schultz. With all sincerity, you and I are old acquaintances. I have sent you many new lodgers, so let me urge you, think about what you are doing. This marriage is not advisable. I cannot put it too strongly, for your own welfare.
But what about Herr Schultz's welfare?
He is not a German.
He was born here.
He is not a German. Good evening. Sorry, Clifford. Good night.
Hey, Ludwig, wait. You are leaving so
I
early.
do not find the party amusing anymore.
Oh, but it is only just beginning. Come. We will make it more amusing. You and I, yeah? Ladies and gentlemen, quiet, please. Hey, Ludwig, this is for you.
The sun on the meadow is summery warm. The stag in the forest runs free. But gather together to greet the storm. Tomorrow belongs to me. The branch of the linden is leafy or green. The Rhine gives its gold to the sea. But somewhere a glory awaits unseen. Tomorrow belongs to me. The baby's cradle is floating inside. The blossom embraces the bee. But soon the whisper arise, arise. Tomorrow belongs to me. And now, everyone! Oh, fatherland, fatherland, show us your sign. Your children have waited to see. The morning will come when the world is mine. Tomorrow belongs to me.
Fräulein Schneider, good morning.
Good morning, Herr Schultz.
No apples, fresh off the tree, delicious. Please?
Perhaps later.
About the party last night, I do not remember it so well. Was I that inebriated? Can you ever forgive me?
For a few glasses of schnapps.
I promise no more drinking. On our wedding day, you'll be so proud of me.
I am already proud of you. But as far as the wedding is concerned,
Yeah,
there is a problem. A new problem.
a new problem.
New to me because I have not thought about it.
On?
At the party last night, my eyes were open. And I see that one can no longer dismiss the Nazis. They are my friends and my neighbors. And how many others are there?
Of course, many. And many are communists, one socialists, one social democrats. So what is it? You want to wait until after the next election and then decide?
But if the Nazis come to power...
You will be married to a Jew, but also a German. A German as much as anyone.
But I need a license to rent my rooms. If they take that away...
They will take nothing away. Fräulein Schneider, it is not always best to settle for the lowest apples on the tree, the one easiest to reach. Climb up, just a little. It is worth it. The apples up there are so much more delicious.
But if I fall...
I will catch you. I feel such tenderness towards you. I cannot express it. Are we too old for the word love?
Far too old. I am no Juliet, and you are no Romeo. We must be sensible.
Oh, live alone? How many meals have you eaten alone? 1,000? 5,000?
20,000.
Then be sensible. Governments come, governments go. How much longer can we wait? I will fill you an orange.
I will do it.
Unser oldest Herr, that was often there, suddenly ceases to be. For you think one day look around and say, somebody wonderful married. It is nothing. School children, mischievous children on the way to school. Nothing more, I assure you. School children, young, full of mischief. You understand.
I understand.
I know what you're thinking. You're finding my children. How the bad ladies in the bed. That's just the first impression. What good is the first impression? If you were like I do, it would change your point of view. If you could see through my eyes, you wouldn't wonder at all. alright, guys, when we're in public together. I hear society moan, but if they can see you through my eyes, maybe they leave us alone. How can I speak of her virtues? I don't know where to begin. She's clever, she's smart, she reads music. She doesn't smoke or drink gin like I do, yet when we're walking together, they sneer if I'm holding her hand. But if they can see you through my eyes, maybe they don't understand. Objections. I grant you the problem's not small. But if they could see her through my eyes, she wouldn't look Jewish.
Did you get a job?
I'll try again tomorrow.
And you'll find something, I'm sure, of the president of a bank.
No, they're closed. For good.
Well, I have the most marvelous news. Guess who came to visit me today? Bobby and Victor. They say business at the club's been way off since I left. So who's making a triumphant return immediately? Isn't that heaven?
Heaven.
Think of the money, Cliff. We need it so badly.
Not that badly.
I don't understand you. Really, I don't. First you say you're not going to Paris for Ernst anymore, even though it does seem the easiest way in the world to make money.
Yeah, or the hardest. You know, one of these days I've got to sit you down and read you a newspaper. You'd be amazed at what's going on.
You mean politics. But what's that got to do with us?
You're right, Sally. Nothing has anything to do with us. Don't you see that if you're not against all this, then you're for it, or you might as well be?
Cliff, do you realize we hardly ever laugh anymore?
Laugh?
It was so refreshing today with Bobby and Victor. They laugh at absolutely everything, especially the thought of you and me at a cottage at the end of a lane. They found that hysterical.
Come in.
I intrude? No, Fräulein Schneider. Is that the fruit bowl? Is something wrong with it?
I cannot keep it.
But why?
An engagement present, but there is no engagement.
What happened?
We have reconsidered, Herr Schultz and I.
Fräulein, you can't give up that way.
Yes, I can. Easy to say, easy for you, fight. And if you fail, what does it matter? You pick up your belongings and you move to Paris. And if you do not like Paris, there. Easy for you. What if you were me? With time rushing by, what would you do? With the clock running down, what would you do? The young always have the cure, being brave, being sure, and free. But imagine what would you do? Would you pay the price? What would you do? Suppose simply keeping still means you'll manage until the end. What would you do, my brave young friend? Alone like me, it's neither to build nor fish good. Tired like me, who hurries the bed when work is done. Provides like me, who isn't at war with anyone. Not anymore. With the storm in the wind, what would you do? Suppose you're one frightened boy being told what the joys must be. Go on, tell me. I will listen. What would you do if you were me?
Fräulein, if you marry Herr Schultz, no matter what happens, you'll still have each other.
All of my life, I have managed for myself, and it is an old habit to change. I have battled alone, and I have survived. There was a war, and I survived. There was a revolution, and I survived. There was inflation, billions of marks for one loaf of bread, and I survived. And if the Nazis come, I will survive. And if the communists come, I will still be here, renting these rooms. For in the end, what other choice have I? This is my world. I regret very much returning the fruit bowl. It truly is magnificent. I regret everything.
Cliff, should I speak to her?
What would you say?
That it will all work itself out?
No, I just don't think she'd believe you.
It seems nobody believes me today. Did it ever occur to you that I just might be a tremendous asset to the club? The fact is, they're waiting for me this very minute to rehearse my number, so I really must go.
The fact is, you're going a lot farther than the club.
I am?
You're going home. My home. America.
You're joking.
No, I'm gonna sell this. The money should get us as far as Paris, and I can cable home for steamship fare.
What are you talking about?
Leaving Berlin as soon as possible. Tomorrow.
But we love it here.
Oh, Sally, wake up. The party in Berlin is over. Okay, it was lots of fun. But it's over, and it's just going to get worse. How can we live here? How can we raise a family here?
But is America the answer? Running away to America?
Oh, we're not running away. There's no place to run to.
We're just going home.
Certainly, that's fine for you, but what about me, my career?
I've got a new career.
I can work at the club for several months at least, and then in November, Cliff, I want the world for our baby, all the most elegant, expensive things.
We'll talk about this on the train tomorrow.
Cliff, wait. We can't just uproot our lives that quickly.
Oh, no? You give me 1 hour. Sit down. Or better yet, start packing. There's plenty to do. You call the club and you tell them goodbye.
May I speak for a moment?
Get your coat. I'm taking you home.
To America to live on your mummy's charity.
Get a job.
The stock market.
I'll find something.
Maybe, but this is sure.
This? Sally, what in the hell is this? You keep talking about this as if it really existed. Then are you going to admit to yourself that the only way you got this job, or any job, was by sleeping with someone?
Will you shut up, Cliff?
Let's talk about your career. God. When are you going to face the truth about yourself?
Maybe I will. But now don't you think it's your turn?
Sally!
So if you get me every touch, Morning's fair, I don't care very much.
Table 6.
Hello?
Clifford, it is Ernst Ludwig. I am at table 9. Will you join me for a drink?
Not now, Ernst.
I've been trying to reach you at Fräulein Schneider's. I have another urgent errand for you.
Sorry.
This time I pay 150 marks.
The answer is no.
But what is wrong, Clifford? You are angry with me?
I am?
It is because of politics? If you were a German, you would understand these things.
Goodbye, Ernst.
Wait! Very important, this errand. I pay 200.
Oh, go to hell.
But this is most upsetting. I am your close friend, Clifford, so fond of you.
Get your hands off of me.
Why won't you go? I know you need some money. It's because of that Jew. It's a party.
Meine Damen und Herren, Mesdames et Messieurs, ladies, gentlemen, the Kit Kat Club is so happy to welcome back once again Fräulein Sally Boy!
Alone in your room, come hear the music play. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the
Come in.
Excuse me,
Herr Schultz.
but I have come to say goodbye.
Oh, I had a little accident. Where are you going?
I have taken a room on the other side of the Nurendorfplatz. I think it will be easier for her. You are leaving also, you and Fräulein Sally.
Yes, we're going home to America.
Ah, America. I have sometimes thought of going there.
Why don't you? The way things are looking here,
But it will pass. I promise you.
I hope you're right.
I know I'm right. I know the Germans. After all, what am I? A German? Oh, Fräulein Sally, I have come to say goodbye. All good fortune.
Herr Schultz.
I have brought you a little farewell present. Italian oranges. Delicious.
I'd like to wish you Mazel.
A mazel. That is something we all need.
Been packing for you. You won't be able to find a thing. We leave for Paris today, did you remember?
With that face?
I was in a little fight last night. Didn't you hear about it? You should see the other two guys. There's not a mark on them. It's about time for the train. I've got the tickets.
The fact is, Cliff...
No. Okay? Whatever it is, let's just forget about the last 12 hours. Forget about what I said at the club. You've gotten even with me by staying out all night, okay? You're so cold.
You know what I'd love? A spot of gin. We've got some, don't we? I mean, I think one must.
First thing in the morning, how about a prairie oyster?
Gin.
That can't be good for expectant mothers. Where's your coat? Is that your fur coat? Did you leave it at the club?
I left it at the doctor's office.
Were you sick last night? Is that why you didn't come home?
Darling, you're such an innocent, really. My one regret is I honestly believe you'd have been a wonderful father. Perhaps one day you will be. Oh yes, I've another regret. That greedy doctor, I'm going to miss my fur coat. Isn't it funny? It always ends this way. Even when you do finally love someone terribly for the first time. But it's still not quite enough. I'd spoil it, Cliff. I'd have run away with the first exciting thing that came along, or you would.
Oh, No. Never have run from you. Not if there was a baby.
To hold us together, you mean? Cliff, what a terrible burden for an infant, don't you think?
It's time for the train. Sally, I could leave tomorrow or the next day. This is your ticket to Paris. Sally, if for any reason you decide to use it, you can reach me at the American Express office. I'll be there till Friday.
But the truth is, Cliff, I've always hated Paris.
Sally. Bye.
Cliff, dedicate your book to me.
Cigaretten, Köller. Hier, Herr Passe, bitte. I hope you've enjoyed your stay in Germany, Mr. Bradshaw. And you return again soon.
No, it's very likely.
You did not find our country beautiful.
Yes. Yes, I found it beautiful.
A good journey, sir.
There was a cabaret. There was a master of ceremonies. And there was a city called Berlin in a country called Germany, and it was the end of the world. I was dancing with Sally Bowles, and we were both fast asleep. Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. Fremder, étranger, stranger.
Glücklich zu sehen, je suis enchanté. Happy to see you, bleibe resta stay. Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. In Cabaret, Cabaret, to Cabaret. Meine Damen und Herren, Mesdames et Messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, where are your troubles now? Forgotten? I told you so. We have no trouble here. Here, life is beautiful. The girls are beautiful. Even the orchestra is beautiful. On the way to school,
You understand?
I understand. One does what one must.
You all work yourself out. After all, it's only politics, and what's that got to do with us?
I must be sensible. If the Nazis come, what other choice have I?
I know I'm right. After all, what am I? A German.
If you're a German, you would understand.
Yeah. I made my mind up back in Chelsea. When I go, I'm going like a real tattoo. It is the title long on stage. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Life is a cabaret.
Auf Wiedersehen.